Justin Thomas is one of the greatest names in the history of golf. At such a young age, he already has many wins under his belt and a huge fan base. The 29-year-old American golfer has just claimed a major title, and there's nothing but talk of his Oscar-worthy comeback to the field. Here's what went down during the playoff of the 2022 PGA Championship. First up, Justin Thomas wins the second major after the playoff. The talented Justin Thomas has just won his second PGA Championship, and he couldn't be happier. It wasn't easy for the golfing protege to win the playoffs, and he had to struggle, but Thomas made a memorable comeback and snatched the title for himself. Facing Will Zalatoris in the playoff on Sunday, Thomas beat the young golfer with a par in their 3-hole aggregate and 2 birdies. The two-time champion outscored Will and mesmerized the audience with a fantastic drive at the par 4 17th within 14 feet of the pin. Everyone agreed that Justin's closing 67 was superior in all aspects to Zalatoris' round, and then Justin's 1-over holes 13, 17, and 18 sealed the deal. Even though Justin Thomas got the poor side of the draw, he made a commendable comeback, shot 74 on Saturday, and made a back 9 charge the next day. Thomas took a 1-shot lead against Will as he birdied the first 2 holes and then managed to hit a high fade for a landing on the green. Unfortunately, Will missed the green, and his birdie putt slid by as he tried to pitch to about 8 feet. But things weren't as smooth as they seemed for Thomas initially. The major champion miraculously railed from a 7-shot deficit, but closing with a 3 under 67 wasn't enough, and he needed to seize control. And then he did exactly that. Flew back in style with a 3-wood to 35 feet on the 17th hole of a 301 yard and defeated Will Zalatoris with his glorious shot-making in the 3-hole playoff. Thomas's excellent play and his terrific 3 holes won him a second title against Zalatoris at Southern Hills Country Club. Justin Thomas burst onto the golfing scene a few years back, and his skills and raw talent won him the 2017 PGA Championship. Even though Thomas is a big name in sports, many felt that he somehow lost his touch after winning the Players' Championship in 2021. Fortunately, fans and critics alike were thrilled to see the real Justin Thomas return to the play in recent months, and some would even go on to say that he played the current tournament at his best. So why will Mito Pereira's painful implosion be more memorable than Thomas's victory? There was more than just Justin's magnificent shots that helped him clinch the PGA Championship trophy. Not what we expected, but Justin Thomas received help in holding the trophy in the form of Mito Pereira's tragic finish. The Chilean golfer had a dramatic implosion which put him out of the race and made Thomas taste global victory for the second time. Let's just say that even though Thomas should have been the star of the show, people are more fascinated by Pereira's implosion than Justin Thomas's incredible win. The talented golfer from Chile was going to change history as he was mere inches close to becoming the first major Chilean winner. However, Pereira let the grand title slip away on the last hole, which might haunt him until he wins the next one. It could have been Thomas against Pereira in the playoffs, but disaster struck, and he ended up hitting the ball in the water. What should have been the highlight of his career turned into a nightmare, and he eventually landed with a double bogey at 4 under. Nothing could have been more devastating than missing out an ample opportunity when a person is so close. All his efforts, including leading the score after 5 bogeys and his 12-foot putt on the 16th, went in vain. He ended up with a 75 because of his double bogey, bringing an end to such a promising week. Even after such a mishap, Pereira was kind enough to accept interview requests and was quite optimistic about what he wanted to do after the championship. He said that he'd learned from this, and he was actually very nervous. All in all, he is ready for a comeback and a chance at the next title. Next, Will Zalatoris was at his best against Justin Thomas. 25-year-old American golfer Will Zalatoris was this close to tasting his first ever major victory, but Justin Thomas snatched the cup away from him in the playoff. Even though the young golfer lost the chance, everyone would agree that he was at his best throughout the entire tournament. Not just the PGA Championship, but Will had a fantastic previous year, as he tied for 8th at last year's PGA, was a runner-up at the 2021 Masters, and became a runner-up again at Sunday's PGA. Veteran players have nothing but praise for his extraordinary attempt at the championship, and that he gave Justin Thomas a run for his money at some point. Will Zalatoris was pure class, and while Pereira could have possibly faced him in the playoff, the young golfer sympathized with Pereira's missed the last hole. He went on to say that the Chilean golfer's attempt at the tough 18th hole was incredible, and he played it so well. Will Zalatoris was a delightful sight for the audience, as he proved that he's a force to be reckoned with in the golfing world. Now for some other related news. How much does the PGA Championship give its best contender? Accomplished sports people would always say that it's not about the money, but we can't really overlook if paychecks are in millions. The recent PGA Championship is no exception to the norm of offering millions of dollars as prize money, but this year, the CEO of PGA America has commented that they've expanded their purse courses, and the total has jumped to a whopping $15 million this year. The winners will receive massive prize money of $2.7 million, while the runner-up will be awarded approximately $1.62 million. That went into Will Zalatoris' pocket. This year, the $15 million purse is a record amount for the event, while other events like the Players' Championship already put up $20 million for pro golf. When will Rory McIlroy's championship drought end? While many like Justin and Will were having the week of their lives, other players weren't as lucky. Even though the talk of the town was Mito Pereira's dramatic implosion, he missed out at the last hole after a great streak. However, the same can't be said for the 33-year-old golfer Rory McIlroy, who is having the most difficult golf drought of his career. The Northern Islander did not have the PGA week he was expecting because he started the week with the first-round lead, but then he was ousted with the second and third round with 71 and 74. Rory tried to make a comeback with consecutive birdies to get to the 2-under par for the tournament, but he was a little too late. His run ended as he parred away from number 6, and he had nothing but regret and frustration all over. But things weren't looking good for him even outside of the field as he declined to give interviews. That's coming from a player who is considered to give some of the best interviews in the sport. He blew past the reporters and into the locker room. Justin Thomas celebrates winning PGA Championship with his fiancée. It's all celebration and happiness for Justin Thomas as he lifted the PGA Championship trophy on Sunday for the second time. Even the golfer had a shaky go, but he came out shining at the other end. And when you've done such a prestigious title, there's nothing better to do than to celebrate the victory with your loved ones. Justin Thomas was caught in a lovely moment with his fiancée, Chilean, whom he held in a loving embrace on the green and kissed her. The 29-year-old golfer felt surreal and said that he felt nervous and kind of jittery walking up to the tap-in on 18. The champ posed with both his trophies side by side, and fans couldn't be happier. Thomas also celebrated his win with his dad as they held the trophy together. After his second major win, fans wonder when he'll tie the knot with Chilean to claim the biggest victory of all. When asked about wedding plans, he simply said that he's letting his finance take the reins in that department. Justin Thomas has kept his relationship with Wisniewski under wraps and had only revealed their engagement in November 2021. Justin Thomas jokes about Tiger Woods. The second-time PGA champion and the winner of Sunday's tournament, Justin Thomas, has a very well-documented relationship with the legendary Tiger Woods. Both the players have won a championship at Southern Hills. Thomas joked after lifting the trophy that he has just accomplished one of the many things which grace the long list of Tiger Woods' accomplishments. He added that he now only has 150 more things to achieve after his recent victory until Woods can stop giving him grief. Justin Thomas has the week of his life as, after a shaky start, he managed to lead against fellow American golfer Will Zalatoris at the PGA Championship. That's a wrap for this video. Which PGA Championship moment did you enjoy the most? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.